Hey, so I don't do videos anymore, really, all that much, but I feel like I need to do one tonight. I've been through a lot the past few days, and I feel that I should just get it out there, and it's easier for me just to talk it out. Even though I've been talking about it nonstop for the past couple of days, I just feel like I should just talk about it now. Um, Friday night, my friend Rob and I went out. We were just supposed to go bowling with a couple of his friends, and then just like maybe like go to a bar or something like that. Like we weren't really gonna do anything like super super big. It was like somebody he knew, it was their birthday, and we were just gonna go hang out and chill. It wasn't gonna be anything terrible. Um, Basically that entire plan completely collapsed. We got to the bowling alley. Then they were all like, well, we want to do this. And then we all kind of separated except for me, him, and his two other friends. They were in a separate car, and he was driving my car because I asked him to because I really didn't feel like driving. I was tired. I really wasn't feeling super great, and so I had him drive the car. So we eventually decided to drive to a TGI Fridays, which was maybe like, I would guess maybe 20 minutes, 25 minutes away from where we actually were. Because that was the only one that was really open at the time. So it was about 12:30 when we decided to do this. So we're driving there and we're hopping on the parkway, which gets us there. And this is probably about 1 o'clock in the morning. Um, and we're on the parkway going 60 miles an hour, just driving along. His friends are in the left lane, a little bit ahead of us. We were in the center lane, like I said, going about 60 miles an hour. Uh, when all of a sudden, this from what I heard, a car cut us off, because I don't remember. A car cut us off, and then I guess, I don't know if it was another car. I think it was another car that hit us hard in the back, going really fast. Um, we spun in the middle of the parkway, hit a pole, hit the exit sign for the parkway. We were right near the exit sign. Um, we hit the exit sign. My car went up on an angle like this. Totally just went up on an angle. My whole back end was smushed in. My back windshield was shattered. Everything in my trunk, the trunk popped open. Everything in my trunk flew out. Everything in my, basically the back fell out. All over the parkway. Glass was all over the parkway from the windshield. Um, all I remember is getting hit, spinning a little bit, and then hitting the actual uh, pole, exit sign, whatever it was. I don't really remember a whole lot of the getting cut off. That's where Rob kind of filled me in. Other than that, I really don't remember. Um, I really just don't. I didn't lose consciousness. I didn't do anything, but I guess I just mentally blacked it out so I wouldn't have to remember it. And that's what happened. Um, the guy stopped. He came and checked on us. Him and there was another girl in the car. I don't know if it was his girlfriend or his friend or whoever it was, but came out and checked on us. And at that point, we didn't know what his deal was. We didn't know if he was drunk. We didn't know if he was high. We didn't know if he was just speeding. We really didn't know because, I mean, he seemed off, but we didn't really know. Rob couldn't get out of the driver's seat because that's the side that slammed into the pole. So me and him got out on the passenger side of my car. Um, I basically stood there hysterical. I was pretty much screaming on the top of my lungs. Didn't really know what to do. Um, his friends saw the accident, so they pulled over, and they stayed with us the entire time. Cops were there, ambulance was there, fire trucks were there. Everybody was there. This accident was horrible. We are pretty messed up from it. The guy did get arrested in front of us. I witnessed him taking a side like breathalyzer test on the side of the road. From what I heard, he did not pass it. He was intoxicated when he hit us, so we basically got hit by a drunk driver, and that's something that I never thought I would ever say. But we did, and he hit us hard, and he hit us fast, and he messed us up pretty bad mentally. Thank God we didn't go on an ambulance that night. We were just not having it. We were refusing to go. And yesterday we both started feeling it, and we both went to work yesterday, and he had driven me to work, work in the same spot, and he had driven me to work yesterday, and basically we were both terrified to be in a car. Needless to say, we both didn't want to be in a car. We both really shouldn't have gone to work yesterday. It's what all our coworkers have said and everything like that. But we started to feel the pain more last night, and so we took today off from work and decided to go to the emergency room to get checked. And now he's in a sling for his shoulder that he kind of messed up a little bit. And then I have a neck brace, but I'm not wearing it right now. I have it right here. It kind of just to stabilize my neck because I had really bad whiplash on both sides. My neck kind of went back and forth like this when we got hit, and thank God we were both wearing our seatbelts. We were both, if there was anybody in the back seat of the car, they would have been killed on impact. It was just really, really a bad situation. We're both really mentally effed up from it, and we really don't even want to. Oh, excuse me. We don't even want to think about it anymore. I just need to get this out of my system because I feel that if after this, I was obviously always against drunk driving. Everybody is. Everybody should be. But until you're affected like this, like we could have easily been killed. If we were going 10 miles per hour less on the parkway, we would have basically been killed on impact. Just because of the amount of speed he was going, he would have killed us on impact. So we're just grateful and we're lucky that we walked out alive. We're grateful that, nobody really got seriously hurt. But the fact is now we have to live with this for the rest of our lives. Like, I could give a shit about my car. I was more concerned about him being okay. He wasn't talking to me. I was more concerned about him being okay than me, even. I was more concerned about him because he got hit with the most impact. That was where my concern was. I could get a new car. I can't get a new friend. And that's where I was mostly concerned about. I was literally holding on to him. Like, not letting him go. Like, when we got out of the car, I just would not even, I was literally, attached at the hip. Like, I would not let him go. And, it was just a horrible, horrible experience, and it's a very bad thing to do. Call a cab, get a friend to drive you home, sleep over your friend's house, do whatever you have to do. Don't get behind the wheel when you're drunk, when you feel like you've had too much to drink. I don't care if you sleep at your friend's house for 3 hours, you sober up, and you drive home. I don't care. Don't get behind the wheel after you drink. I will never, ever drink and drive in the slightest. Not one beer, not 2 beers, nothing. I'm never getting behind the wheel of a car. I can barely get behind the wheel of a car now. I'm not going to get behind the wheel of a car. I don't want to. I can barely get in the passenger side of a car. My mom drove me to the hospital. His mom took him. We both couldn't drive. We both physically didn't want to drive today. Even though he drove yesterday, he did not want to drive today. So it's just a pretty messed up experience, and I just wanted to get that out of my system, and hopefully people will learn a lesson from it. And just you're really gonna mess people up if you do it. Just don't. It's just not worth it. It's really not. It's not cool. It's not fun. It's not YOLO, I'm gonna drive drunk. No. Because you drive drunk that one time, you can kill people. You could hurt people. You can ruin people's lives. So don't do it. Just don't. It's not worth it. So I just wanted to get that out. And yeah, just don't do it.